When you talk to the people of Italy, especially about food, fresh garlic and wild fennel broth with wild mushrooms, with some shaved Parmesan on the top, Parmigiano Reggiano. 4 or 5 ingredients, very, very simple, very, very fresh. And at that point in time, I knew the true heart of Italian cuisine, once again, is fresh and simple. There you go. And what I'm going to do, we're going to pass around some herbs. I'm going to give you a few minutes, and the herbs are numbered. So what I'd like you to do is just write down what you think that herb is, and then we'll talk about it.
I don't know, we were commenting a little bit earlier today how each and every chef that we've met so far knows as much, if not more, about the wines that go with their foods than they do about their food itself.
We had an exercise where we were preparing food, and we had to pick a wine to complement that food. So we tasted a bunch of different wines, and then we tasted it, and then we saw what was in the food ingredients, and we came up with a pairing of that. And for the most part, we got it right.
But if it's a perfect marriage, they'll enhance each other. And actually, as you go through the meal, it will just keep getting better and better tasty. You take a sip of wine, a bite of food, with each sip, with each bite, it just gets better and better.
Our menu, the 3 things we're doing, are pretty basic, so feel free to taste the wines while we're cooking, ask us questions about the flavor ingredients. You know, obviously we're not going to go through every single step for each dish. Taste that with the wine. See what the tomato, that's going to be the major component.
I'd recommend with the penne pasta with the spicy sausage, you pair it with 2 entirely different wines for 2 entirely different reasons.
There we go. Our fennel, which we're braising very nicely here.
This is going to be your trickiest one because you don't want a wine that's too light and doesn't really show the food off.
Okay, Rachel, you can
The wine we picked was the Sutter Home Signature Pinot Noir.
I decided that the major flavors in this dish were, you're probably going to taste the toasted garlic, which is going to kind of give you a sweet, nutty flavor.
Pretty full-bodied, spicy wine. I think it helps out with the spices of the chicken.
The spiciness and the tomato flavor that comes through in this entree is balanced by the fruitiness and the berry flavors in the white Zinfandel, as well as the very light body of both the wine and the entree, so we think it's a perfect match.
Excellent choice.
Best choice yet.
I'd like to see some of my servers be more confident about making recommendations. I know when we were at Trevigna, it was just really nice to put a couple of courses in the hands of our waiter, and he did an excellent job.
For the service in Trevigna restaurant, I think it was absolutely impeccable service. You know, and the waiter to me was absolutely, he made it a big show out of it. We ordered appetizer, he suggested a wine. We ordered dinner, he suggested a wine that complements that food. And I think, you know, our service can do the same thing at the Olive Garden. There's no reason why they can't do that.
This is one of those everyday wines that goes great with food because it's got an excellent acidic. It's believed to go really well with anything that's made with tomato, which is every one of the dishes.
It was not a waiter that was standing in front of us. It was Constantine. It was this normal guy taking care of us. That's a genuine Italian dining experience. You know, it's not fake, it's not robotic, it's just natural and flowing.
We have found the value that is obtained by knowledgeable people talking about the pairing of food and wine really enhances the dining experience, and it's something that can carry throughout America if we can just get enough people to understand the balance between wine and food. It's a tremendous tool for us to increase the dining experience for America.
The wine conversation done really well, and what we want to focus on for the next few minutes is the whole welcoming your guests like family. I think we experienced it last night more so than anywhere else, how the conversation when Walter or Constantine came to the table, they didn't just start in on what are you going to have, you know, that type of thing. They really welcomed you. So that's what we promised to the guests, and that's one of the things that's going to make the company even stronger. So Edith would like to
38 wines, and we have more full-body wines.
Well, I'm really excited to celebrate this with you guys tonight too. We have some great wines on our wine list. Let me show you our wine list right here on the back.
I still love you. And this gentleman here is your brother too? Oh, excellent. What you folks celebrating anything special today?
Yeah, getting out.
Having a wine